Hi, hello there, and welcome to my corner of YouTube. Today, I have two very short scammers for you. Well, don't actually know how tall they are, but the quality in the chat is short. Well, it's true that Mr. Depp is actually, 5'8", 5'9", so he's taller than me. I'm just an itty-bitty 5'2". This fellow, or woman, or scammer, didn't want to talk long to me. I guess I just wasn't remitting the way they expected me to. Hello, my lovely fan, he says. Hi, can I help you today? Man of few words, I see. Now, I am missing a part of the chat. I'm not quite sure where it is, what happened, but you're honestly not missing a lot of it, because at some point he asks if I'm his real fan. And I looked all over my folders, and this was back in the day when I didn't ever think about putting it on YouTube, so I didn't bother to check before I got rid of the actual chat on Facebook. So just imagine all the wonderful things he said. So I responded to his question, "Are you my real fan?" by saying, "I don't know. How do you tell the fake ones from the real ones? I hope I'm real." Maybe when you wake up, you can let me know. Hello, did I lose you? No, dear, I'm good. How are you doing? Where are you from? Now, this one absolutely had to stay on point. Did not like to deviate from script. Doing not so bad myself, I said. You must be a very busy person. So can you tell me about this? And I reminded him about how can you tell the fake ones? Just wondering, I mean, not many people ask me if I'm real after all. Which of my movie have you watched? Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that many scammers only know, depending on where they are in the world, of course, only know little bits and pieces about the people that they're impersonating. So a lot of times they ask stupid questions like, which one is your favorite movie? To not only keep you on script and get you feeling comfortable and ready to remit, but also because they don't know all the movies, so they're actually gathering information. It is not that easy for them to Google unless they are better scammers and have the money to pay for internet and stuff that we take for granted in North America and other first world countries. But yeah, it is my understanding that this is partly why they need to, if they can't look up on their own what movies their supposed person has done, they need to do the research this way through us. So, which movies have I watched? And I don't know what I said. Again, I was missing something. Wow, that's nice. You are my real fan. I don't think I told him what movies. I don't know. So, the number of movies I watched tells you if I'm a real fan. I had always wondered what makes a true fan. So, which of your movies is your favorite over the last 44 years? Well, I love all my movies. How old are you? Back to the script. Well, yes, of course, but surely you have a favorite in response to the loving all his movies. All are my favorite because I act them all. Yes, I guess that might be true. Normally, actors have things they liked more than others. That's why I asked. Since I have you here, can you please tell me how you really feel about 21 Jump Street? There's been a bit of a debate about it. Now, as a kid growing up in the 80s, I loved 21 Jump Street, but I did not realize that supposedly, allegedly, and this is, I would love to ask the real Johnny Depp this about what he really thought, but reportedly it was one of his most hated roles. He did not like it. He did not feel challenged. And it was not his cup of tea. He was supposedly not in love at all with the role and the show. He went on to do the most kooky, wacky characters like Edward Scissorhands, Ed Wood, Crybaby, like all of these non-conventional type. I'm Jack Sparrow, for goodness sake, who he like kind of did a cross between Keith Richards with a sunstroke, you know. So I guess like he was just anyway, I digress. So apparently he doesn't like it. So I wanted to ask the scammer. But he ignored it and said, "But where are you chatting from?" Getting back to the script. How does that have anything to do with how you truly feel about 21 Jump Street? I'm on the West Coast. Where are you? And I actually thought that this scammer was done with me at this point because it took a while for him to get back to me, to let me know that I'm in California. Now, I triggered something. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think they understand that their version of disrespect and my version of disrespect are obviously not in line. Because my asking him about feeling about 21 Jump Street, hey, please talk to me with respect. And if you can't talk to me with respect, then you can stop chatting with me. I just find I nice chatting with you, and you keep disrespecting me. I'm sorry? How is this not respectful? I'm confused. I am asking about 21 Jump Street and you refuse to answer. Actually, it could be because he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. That I'll buy for $1. If you know that reference, yay, you're my age. For real, I'm just asking questions like all fans do. You asked me questions as if you are the boss here, and they typically don't like it when you take control of the situation. And it's not a scammer thing. It's literally a misogyny thing. If they think you're a female, men are more important. Let me tell you. Now, don't get me wrong. There are female scammers. There are. And I have talked to some. But when you're talking to a male scammer when misogyny comes in. No, I'm asking questions as if I'm a fan. No one is boss here, dear. Can I see a picture of you if you don't mind? Okay, I don't mind at all. I still would like an answer. It's only polite. I've heard you were a kind man, but things seem not so kind now. I did show him a random picture that I'm not sharing. Okay, so now please, sir, tell me about your time with 21 Jump Street. Well, I have to think on it. When you remember, have a think on it. When you remember, you might enlighten me. You know what? Forget it. Because I was getting sick of this guy. I don't take misogyny lightly. I was very polite and you turned out to be rude. I told you about me. Even gave you a picture, but no, you are too rich and bossy to be real. Smile. Okay, now I hear anything about you. So he hear, Here, anything about me. His response to my picture. Nice picture, you're very beautiful. And you know what? The reason why I don't show the picture is because technically I don't have permission of this person to put it on the internet. So I'm protecting that. But I'm also protecting me by not showing my actual picture. What do you need to know? I asked. What did you do for a living, fan? You know what? I wish I had read that now after I've done all these scam baits, because if I had read that now, I would have had so much fun with that sentence. Because, living fans, I would do much different things for than dead fans. In the heat. I'm thinking of, sorry, I'm like doing all these hand gestures. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm of course thinking of fan, not as a person. I'm thinking of an electric fan that's gonna keep me cool in the summer. Sorry. Uh, no, sorry, not sorry. On weekdays, I'm the museum. Weekends, I work at Honolulu. Wow, nice job, my fan. How much money are you making in a day? Because, of course, this is important. If he doesn't know how much money I'm making, like, he needs to know how much money he can possibly get out of me. What an odd question. Don't think I ever had anyone I don't know ask me that before. How much money do you make? When I started, it was like 46.50 AUD, Australian dollars, an hour. Now it's roughly short, it's supposed to be short, but I said shoot, about 50 AUD. I think last time I looked. Didn't go up much, but I haven't been there long. How much are you making in a day? And this is when he thought that he found another fellow scammer. So now he's going to talk to me as if I'm a scammer. Smile. You make smiles for money? How's that then? Because I know fit tall you amount I am making in a day, the money long. This is scammer speech. He just wants to know how I'm doing in my hustle before he tells me how he's doing in his hustle. Do it belong? I know. Do it? I don't think I meant do it. I think I meant dude belong. I don't know. Though I don't be arrogant to say so, 'cause all who work do some hard time, and we're deserving to not be made fun. I don't know why I thought that made sense. Maybe it made sense for a Nigerian. I don't know. I think I was just. Sometimes I try, but I'm not really good at impersonating people. I'm just me. Let the poor breathe, I told him. And that is a common saying among the youth in Africa around 2022, 2023. Them mostly saying that to the government because, it is hard to live there. People are poor. There are many refugees within their own country. It's tough times all over in Africa. So I'm like, okay, you think I'm a scammer? Let the poor breathe. Good just living everything, he asks. And then I said, to quote Buddha, life isn't good or bad. It just is. Now, I'm sure that good just living everything was supposed to, if I was truly African, I would have known and I should have responded in a different way. So I didn't respond in the way he expected. So then he had to flip from I'm talking to a mark to I'm talking to a scammer to, oh, never mind, I'm talking to a mark again. May I know the answer to this? Asking about 21 Jump Street. He wants to keep me on script. I want to keep him on my script. He doesn't say anything, and then all of a sudden he says, hello. Hello. How are you doing today? Meh, fair to middling. You? Really? What do you mean, really? You asked me how I am. I told you. Then I asked how you are. You are American, right? Fair to middling is a saying many of you use. How in the 61 years of your life could you never have heard that, sir? And then I showed him what fair to middling means. It's just, I'm not good, I'm not bad, basically. But there's the highlighted part where it was originally referred to gradations of quality in cotton, sheep, and other farm goods. About how, the quality of what you've got. I'm not American, and I knew that. But here's a reminder. Good day to you, mate. I'm off to sleep. Also, I will say that I'm not American, but my mom is. And so my mom was the one that used to always say fair to middling. Because honestly, Truth. Let me tell the truth. I wouldn't have known what fair to Midland meant if it wasn't for the fact that my mom uses it. Good morning. Finally Friday. Same to you, dear. How long are you fan me? Well, I don't normally fan people. Hell, I don't fan myself. I just, the paper fans, I don't. That's just not me. So here's an instance of scammer 1, done with me. Here comes scammer 2, his mate, trying to see if they can break me. You asked me that already. Did you forget? Did you have my membership card? Your what now? Yeah. Yeah, what? Please do make sense. Back in 97, when I went to the Viper Room, you made more sense. Of course, I know you're older now, but not suffering from brain damage as far as I know. Did you have my membership card? I asked you for the second chance. Now he's getting mad and he's like threatening me. Second chance? You don't have membership cards, love. Are you trying to test me again? I do love this game. When you owned the Viper Room, you guys just stamped hands. This way you knew who paid, so if we went for a Siggy, then we could still get back in. For the first time, I know you be my real fan. Goodbye. Don't chatting me again. Goodbye. Really did not understand that dizzying sentence, but it was something he said. Hagen Day kill you, okay? And he said, yeah, and he toddled off. So that was him. But don't worry, I've got one more for y'all if you want to stick around. I promise this one is incredibly short. My love, I love you, and I miss you so much, baby. I dream about you. You are my destiny. I love you. No punctuation. I still am practicing to speak like them with no punctuation. I can't. Hello, I said. Suppose morning is more apt to say good day, nonetheless. Okay, I said after he saw it but didn't say anything. Nothing to say. How sad. Well, hopefully you have a good day. I love you, he says. Oh my, thank you for that. Do you believe in love? Well, of course, dear. According to the Greeks, there are 7 different kinds of love. Saying I love cheeseburgers isn't the same as I love my cat, nor the same as I love my sister. He didn't read it, and he just buggered off. But Johnny Depp page had updated her profile picture. I've shown a lot of these that you can see them all the time, but in my red flags, scammer red flags series. Now, I am realizing that I completely do ramble on. I tell you what my chats were and what have you, but I tend to ramble and I don't have anything scripted. And that bugs some people. They like to have some kind of a script so that way everything is more smooth and what have you. So, I'm going to ask you all if you would help to let me know what you would like. Would you prefer that I continue on with my rambling like I do? I've got a thought about what's happening. I'm going to tell you it. Or would you prefer that I go over everything first? Well, I always go over my material and make sure it's all ready for you all. But would you prefer that I write out a script and then say those words, if that makes sense? If I just write down my thoughts so that way I'm not rambling about my thoughts, like I'm not getting stuck like I am right now, trying to find words which are hard to find. I can't even find words on a map sometimes, I tell you. But yeah, let me know. Would you rather me taking the time to write out all my thoughts first, or are you okay with my rambling? Either way, I'm actually not offended no matter what you say. I just like to continue to share this information for the public, but in a way that you might like to hear. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, please consider subscribing. Only takes 2 seconds, maybe less, depending on how fast you are with your fingers. Talk to you later. Bye.